everyone, we're going to use the law of syllogism to write the statement that follows from the pair of statements that are given. And these are the 4 problems we're going to do. So first of all, the law of syllogism is related conditional statements. So basically the conclusion of the first conditional statement is the hypothesis of the second conditional statements. So basically it's like this. If you have if P, then Q, and if Q, then R, then we can take P and Q since these two are the same. So we say if P, then R. And I don't want to write out the whole statements because that would take a long time when you could see it. But let's look at number 7. If a moose is hungry when he goes to the pizza shop, then he'll finish the whole pizza. Okay, so that's if P, then Q. Then they use this Q statement, the conclusion, to make it the hypothesis. So if Q, then he goes through a pitcher of soda, then R. So what we want to write is if P, then R. So what you're going to write is if the moose is hungry. So just write that down. Then you're going to write down, so if the moose is hungry, I don't want to write the whole thing down. So just write, I'll just write it down for the first one. Okay, so if the moose is hungry, I'll just put moose is hungry. He eats a whole pizza. And then what you're going to do for your R, this is your P, then he goes through a whole pitcher of soda. So we'll just write if the moose is hungry, then he goes through the whole the pitcher of soda. So you see why I don't want to write all this down, because you're just going to look at the sentence and all we're taking is the if P, then R. So let's look at the next one, see if I can squeeze it in. If you mail the payment by noon, then it will arrive by tomorrow. So that's if P, then Q. If your payment arrives by tomorrow, then you won't be charged a late fee. So what we want to write is if you mail your payment by noon, then you won't be charged a late fee. So the 2 things you're going to write down is this statement and then this statement for your if P, then R. Number 9, if Acela takes her broker's advice, she'll invest in stock P. So this is an if then. They didn't put the then, but that's if then, if P, then Q. If she invests in stock X, so that's your Q again. If Q, then R. This is your R. And we want to write if P, then R. So what you're going to write is this statement. If she takes her broker's advice, then your R is going to, she'll earn 50% of her investment by next year. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do the last one on here. So 10. If a triangle has 2 angles of 60 degrees, then the triangle is equilateral. So that's your if P, then Q. If a triangle is equilateral, then it's also equiangular, then it's also equilateral. So what we want to write is if P, then R. So if the triangle has 2 angles of 60 degrees, then it is also equilateral. That's what the law syllogism is like. That's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.